Hello everybody, welcome back to Planet X News. This is Scott from the Nibiru channel. It is July 29th, 2017. And ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at is a view of our sun between the dates of July 24th and July 26th. And as I was going back through some video footage of the sun on the SETI website, I just happened to notice something. And as you can see on your screen, on the 25th, late in the day, according to the timestamps, you're going to see the sun wobble. Now, I thought that was kind of odd, so I went ahead and I looked on some other systems like the SDO and also stereo. And I detected the same wobble. Now, our physicist has talked about the sun jolting before. The debunkers always say that this is a camera adjustment. But as you're looking at your screen now, do you see a camera adjustment? I don't. Now, this wobble is in time lapse. So it kind of looks quick and it happens suddenly. But in actuality, if you were able to view this in real time, you probably wouldn't notice it. Now, what do scientists say about this and astronomers? Well, there has been years and years and years of evidence that yes, stars do wobble. Our sun wobbles. Gravitational interaction between all of the planets that revolve around the sun. There was a lot of talk in some of the readings that I went through this morning pertaining to Jupiter. Does Jupiter make the sun wobble? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what they were referring to is kind of a wobble in its orbit, a wobble in its rotation. But what we're seeing here looks to be something more intense, a more intense shaking or jolting or wobbling. What makes this happen? As I read on into all of these research papers and articles, it definitely has to do with another planetary object or star interacting with our sun, which can cause this wobble or this jolt. Now, astronomers have been using a technique by watching distant stars wobble, and they say that's how they're able to detect other planets or exoplanets in deep space. We're not worried about deep space. We're worried about what is happening with our sun and what would create this type of reaction. You know, it really calls into question what is causing the situation that you're viewing on your screen. And I hope that all of you can actually see this, because I've seen camera adjustments on these space probes and these space telescopes, these spacecraft, you know, SETI, SDO, the stereo. We've seen them rotate the sun, rotate the entire camera. That's what they say they're doing. But in this instance, it's pretty undeniable this is not a camera adjustment. Days later, according to this footage, yesterday actually, we had a massive CME, coronal mass ejection, coming out of sunspot AR 2665. Once again. But there you have it, folks. There's definitely something that's interfering with our sun The sun is reacting to it. It's being tugged on and pulled on. And you're looking at it right here. And just so everybody can see, I'm going to pan down here. And this is coming from the SETI Naval Observatory website. This is your timestamp right here. And the wobble occurs late on the 25th. So I'll just leave the timestamp here so you can actually see the wobble. And you can clearly see that that's not a camera adjustment. That is our sun actually jolting back and forth. Was there something passing by that the sun was reacting to that would cause this type of a scenario here? I'm going to refer this information to our physicist later on this morning. I'm going to have her take a look at this footage and see what she has to say. But again, she has reported many times on the sun jolting back and forth. I know it's hard to believe that something like this could happen because you always think of the sun as a massive star, stationary. This type of thing could not happen. But whenever you're dealing with other stellar objects, like a brown dwarf star, with intense mass, well, you may have these types of interactions. I think that was pretty incredible. And once again, you know, debunkers will say this was a simple camera adjustment. Well, let's just say this. You be the judge of what you're seeing. Are you seeing a camera adjustment, or are you actually seeing the sun jolting back and forth? An intense wobble created by possibly something else interacting with our star. The evidence is there. You can go and you can look at it yourself and make a decision. But what I'm seeing is not something with the camera, but something interacting with our sun, and therefore our sun giving us its own reaction. And that reaction was this wobble that you're seeing on your screen now. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, as we search for more answers, we end up getting more questions. This is Scott from Planet X News and the Nibiru channel. Thank you for watching.